Hi all, Tyrone here. Quick note before this one starts. I've asked everybody else who is doing recordings to keep their commentary PG, but I personally felt like if I asked Allan and Jimbo to keep it PG, we would lose a lot of the charm of the two of them, so there will be swearing in this round.
Hey guys, we're here with the Toowoomba 7-point Highlander. So I'm Jimmy. I'm Battle Wits player for this singleton format. It's not very good, but we'll get it done. So I'm here with
Man,
Allan.
the myth, the legend, Jimbo Dini. We're watching a mirror match, exact 75 card mirror match between two Jeskai Breach combo decks. They're both on the control variant, commonly referred to Slush Puppy, I believe, which is a horrendous name. It means nothing, takes forever to explain, is garbage.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, Scalding Tarn lands in front like a true degenerate. Celestial Colonnade, what is this? Looks like some quick fetching.
So we have two. So we have heard the two players are pretty much like elites at playing this deck. They've been playing it for a while. They've been brewing this deck for a while. So hence the mirror match. Two mates playing the same deck. So
Yeah, hey, look, if it's the best 75 you can come up with, may as well.
slam it down.
Man, Triumphs, what a fucking design mistake. It's so good. Perfect mana. Turn one, setup, it's done. Fucking Jesus, so much shuffling. Fuck me. Land go, land go, land go. The dream. Like, no cantrips, no hand shaping. Immediate crack on the Prismatic Vista.
I do like the fact that the boys aren't mucking around here. These. I assume there'll be a quick game. So
Yeah, it is worth noting that both of the players are running a back to basics in the sideboard as well as a single mountain, so they have access to Jesus.
slamming down the counterbalance.
Yep, gets Brainstorm with a fetch land up. It's just drawing 3 cards. It's so good. It feels like cheating, but it's legal. Ooh, 2 back, easy game. Does he crack his fetch? He does. Ooh.
Straight into it.
It's definitely interesting. That's a good way to shape your hand. Get 3 fresh cards. Put two of the worst ones back. Fetching a basic island. I don't think there was any 1 blue counterspells in the lists. That's not true, actually. There was a mental misstep in both players' lists.
No lightning bolt.
No lightning bolt, which is I guess it's not questionable. They've obviously decided that you don't need lightning bolt. You're just going to mill people out. Oop. Tapping the blue, casting Thought Scour, targeting himself like a responsible Magic player. So it means Reclamation in the bin. That's one part of the 3-card combo. The other two being a Lion's Eye Diamond and a Brain Free Underworld Breach 4-card combo. I can't count. Blind Flip doesn't get it. Force coming down. This is for a Teferi Time Raveler, a very powerful card in the matchup. It has a static ability of your opponents can only cast spells at sorcery speed, making you almost immune to counter magic. The counterbalance in play would still resolve though. Trying to counter spells, probably not.
Early Tomb Scour.
Yep. I don't know what's going on here. He paid a blue, look at the top 3, put back and drew.
Oh, there it is. Oh, the ponder. We don't see this.
Oh, yeah. Ponder, hiding out of frame. Skillfully done. Ooh, Heliod's Hall of Generosity. That has some really neat applications with both Underworld Breach as a way to recur it. Gets countered. Blind Flip, Monastery Mentor. That card's a house. It prints 1/1 tokens with prowess whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Then the tokens themselves then grow. Enables some really sweet lines where you deploy your Underworld Breach and then cast a cantrip 3 or 4 times. Lion's Eye Diamond.
Here we go.
Oh, this could be the game.
Also gets the monk.
Yeah. I believe the Monastery Mentor also has prowess, doesn't it?
Yep. So the monks have prowess.
Prowess is just whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So even though it's only a 2/2 and a 1/1 at the moment, cast a couple spells, you can swing for 6 or 7 here. Got a hand shuffling, not a lot going on. He's firing an Underworld Breach. Oh, he might have the combo. We should see a counterbalance trigger here. Might just blind flip a 2, that'd be pretty good. Well, he doesn't have to. He does know the top card off of the Ponder? Yeah. Spends a blue, casts a Thought Scour. So he has to escape 3. He has to exile 3 cards from his graveyard in order to do this. Flipping the Mental Misstep.
Off the top. Wow, double blowout there.
He did set it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how he knew his opponent was going to play a 3 into a 1. Just heart of the cards.
This comes back to the kitchen table magic, mate. You play each other a bit.
Yeah.
You get the vibe.
It is very. That Mental Misstep will be a dead draw though. Not a lot of 1s in the list. There's a Swords to Plowshares, a Path to Exile, no Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is sometimes run in these combo decks because after you've milled yourself using Lion's Eye Diamond, Underworld Breach, and Brain Freeze, you can Lightning Bolt your opponent 7 times and just kill them. Brain Freeze targeting self with Breach in play. This could be the game. Storm count's currently 4, I believe.
So he's had Breach and he's had...
Yeah. It was Breach, Thought Scour, Mental Misstep was a counterbalance, so 1, 2, then the original. So only milling 9 cards there. Not finding anything. End of turn, Breach sacrifices itself. He does have a Sabine's Reclamation in his graveyard, so you could flash that back.
I do believe I saw the Intuition going into the bin as well.
Unfortunately, it is just out of frame here. There is a really neat thing with Sabine's Reclamation where when you cast it from your graveyard, it copies itself upon resolution, which makes it really easy to just counter and deny 2 cards.
Yeah. Mental Misstep.
Yeah. I shouldn't have been talking shit about it. They both have 1. Wait, why doesn't he just misstep it? He has a misstep in hand we know about. There's a Breach on top. Which would give him a lot of damage with the Monastery Mentor. I don't know what spell he's trying to cast here off of this basic island tap.
Because he has Mental Misstep, he could counter it himself and get another monk.
Get another monk, get another prowess. There it is. I assume he's paying life. He Thought Scoured himself. Yeah. Again, chilling just out of frame.
So he's got 2 monks now.
Yeah, that can't attack, as well as 2 prowess triggers, so that's a cheeky 7 coming in. You know, you start on 20, and you can lose 19 life points before you lose the game. 2 monks moving up.
We've got 2 cracks as well. That's 2 life.
Yeah, it is interesting. I do wonder if it's... We don't know the top card of the Counterbalance players library at the moment. Could be anything. Well, not anything.
Just getting 2 hits is very good though, so...
How do you see it? We see someone's going into the think tank.
He's got 5 damage regardless on attack if the combo doesn't go off. So
yeah, I do believe he did mill his Underworld Breach to his own Thought Scour. So that's not an immediate concern. But Monastery Mentor proving how strong it is. Another neat thing is you can Sabine's Reclamation back your Monastery Mentor if it gets countered or destroyed. Not if it gets Swords to Plowshares or Path to Exile, as they both exile and then it's not in the graveyard.
He's in the think tank here.
Yeah. They also, these Breach decks were pretty popular at the event, with 5 making top 8. From memory. It has been a little while, unfortunately, but still a very, very strong deck.
Well represented.
Yeah. There are a couple different variations that don't run it in a control shell. I saw a gentleman that was running a 5-color mid-range variant with more wheels. I don't know how he went on the weekend, but it's still neat.
Here we go.
Attempting the flashback Sabine's reclamation, don't know what it's targeting. Attempting to counterbalance flip, needs a 3. Flip supportant, that's a 1. Jams a counterspell. Oh, miscalculation. So that's counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. And that's the game.
Can also cycle, so yeah.
It can cycle?
Yeah.
That's so good. So they're just going to sideboard. I know both players have 2 red blasts and 2 blue blasts in their sideboards. Functionally the same card, or almost identical in function, but differently named, so probably boarding in those. They're really good at fighting counter wars. The blasts just counter a spell of the opposite colour, so the blue blast counter red spells or destroy red permanents, and the red blast counter blue spells and destroy blue permanents. Really efficient counter spells at 1 mana low. Good way to fight for the stack. I don't believe either player will be bringing in their back to basics. They might be boarding in Fairy Macabre, which is a card that you never cast, but it has discard, and exile a card from a graveyard. Or
Two cards.
It's powerful because it's free. Since it's not a spell, it's hard to interact with, and it is really good at shutting off this graveyard combo, because you can respond after someone cracks their Lion's Eye Diamond.
At instant speed, so...
Oh yeah, Lion's Eye must be activated at instant speed. So, despite being a mana ability, I think it's the only mana ability in the game with that restriction. It's certainly a weird card. This looks like 5 cards being boarded in. I am wondering what their other side what other cards they may want. Unfortunately, since they're both on the same deck, it's not like they can board in good graveyard hate like Rest in Peace or... Well, they're not black, so no ley lines, but those sort of cards that are normally good. They also can't board in Rule of Law effects, which mean players can only cast 1 spell. They're really good against these combo decks, but when you're trying to combo, you can't really bring them in because they're all symmetrical.
Shutting down the deck, you can go more, like, game 2, you can even still go more mid-range, try and get around the combo pieces, but...
You could.
With just the 4 creatures, we saw it there with just the beatdown.
Yep. It turns out resolving a threat and then killing your opponent with it is still a fair way to play Magic.
Just counter Magic into mid-range, mate. So.
Yeah. Very strong tempo opening, you deploy your threat. That counterbalance getting two free counter spells was insane. But I guess, they're running all the same cards, so it's unlikely. I don't think we have a mana cost distribution in the deck. I think it's a lot of 2s. Because they'd have Breach, Counterspell, Counterbalance, Miscalculation, Mana Leak. I put my phone down. That has the list on it. So for 2 drops, there's Brain Freeze, Counterspell, Mana Leak, Miscalculation, Mission Briefing. As well as that, there's Jacerin's Prodigy, Snapcaster Mage. Counterbalance, though Counterbalance won't flip itself. Search for Azcanta, Breach. 24 lands. They have 1 mountain in the sideboard. 4 free nodes isn't particularly good.
Celestial Purge is a very good card.
Could be. Is it instant?
Yes.
Yeah, could come in. Disenchant might also come in as a way to kill. Dovin's Veto is an uncounterable negate for 1 white, 1 blue. It's very good at winning counter wars if they think that's what they're going to have to go down. Court of Grace is a really interesting card from one of those commander sets they keep printing, where for 2 white, it's an enchantment that when it enters, you become the monarch. While you're the monarch, at the beginning of each of your end steps, you draw a card. And also, this court has, if at the beginning of your upkeep, if you're the monarch, you get a 4/4 angel. Closes out games. Only needs to be up for 3 times, uncontested, just slap. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's worth noting both the lists are running a very small miracle package of Entreat the Angels, Terminus, and Sensei's Divining Top in the main. I don't know if you'd keep in your Terminus post-board. This deck doesn't normally go wide, but it is a handy answer to Monastery Mentor. A couple tap lands to start us off in game 2 though. Colonnade, it's really good. Turns into a 4/4 flyer for like 5 mana. With Vigilance.
The Triumph's very good. You get all 3 colours starting off, so...
Yep. It's so good, I wouldn't be surprised. Brainstorm with a fetch land. This is, again, incredibly good. Great at shaping your hand. And he can even fetch the Triumph here, which will be pretty powerful. I was going to get really annoyed at the improper graveyard order. Thankfully, one of the players called it. This is like one of the few formats it matters in.
Yep, straight into the Triumph, so he's pretty much colour fixed now.
Yep, they're just switching triremes. Sorry, I don't know why it's so funny to me. It's just kind of humorous. Like, obviously know each other a little bit. Supreme Verdict is the other sweeper they run in the main that they probably would be boarding out.
I think they want to go more similar to just maybe fast rush the combo or go like slightly more mid-range.
Yeah, both valid. I don't know what they're cutting. They both boarded in 5 cards, I believe. I think Teferi Time Ravel is too good. Ashiok gets red blasted, so they boarded in a red blast, which is pretty fair. I think that's a Pyroblast.
Red Elemental.
Red Elemental. Your many more years of Magic experience showing, Jimbo.
Yeah. Not too much blue though, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why you know the red blasts. Get out of here. Another fetch land, just grabbing a basic island. We could see an Ashiok or a Teferi or a Mentor here, all very good threats. Ashiok has a static ability. It's one of the War of the Spark Planeswalkers where your opponent can't search their library under their own effects. Narset Parda Reveals. This card's really good. It comes in on 5 loyalty. It's immediately getting down-ticked by 2. When it down-ticks, you look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Swords to Plowshares being left in is interesting. I guess, you only want to bring in 5 cards and it's not quite...
Narset will also stop the extra draw.
Oh yeah, the static ability is your opponent... your opponent's...
Yeah.
Can each draw only 1 card a turn. Yeah.
Very good against the... this is very good. Search for Antkanza.
As Kanto.
Yeah.
So, at the beginning of your upkeep, you look at the top card of your library and you may put it into your graveyard. And then if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it flips into a land as Kanto the Sunken Ruin, which has 2 and a blue. Tap it, look at the top 4, reveal an instant or sorcery and put it into your hand.
Very good when there's a big mana sink. Also, you have the access to getting the extra mana it produces itself.
Yeah. We see a Court of Grace coming into hand off of the Narset Parda Reveals. Down to 1 loyalty. No Lightning Bolt to finish it off though.
Mate, where's the gut shot?
Play and fetch. Probably going to get an untapped land. Jamming the court. Hopefully it resolves. It does.
Straight into
disenchant. So this is still very good. There is a neat little interaction here between Narset and the Monarchy. So since Narset stops your opponent from drawing more than 1 card each turn, and the Monarchy draws on your end step, even if the player with Narset loses it here, loses the Monarchy, their opponent won't gain card advantage like they will. Disenchant coming in because there's a couple important enchantments.
So here we see the Mentor get slammed down. We do know it does have the Sword of Plowshares in hand, so obviously we may see some counter magic backup.
Yep.
Oop.
Nope.
There it goes.
In and out, easy game. I guess he was trying to get the swords out of hand to animate his Colonnade in a couple turns, but it's not where you want to be. Not even any instant to cast to create a 1/1 token, which would have been pretty good because that would have killed the Narset. I guess if there are instant Oh no, even if their instant was a card draw spell, they could fire it off on your opponent's turn to draw.
So we've got untap, no discard on the search.
Yeah. No mill.
So he must like his hand. There we
Ooh,
go.
Underworld Breach. That's a playable card.
We still have 3 mana in play, so...
If this resolves, it's probably just going to cast the Narset, Ashiok even.
Oh, snap. Beautiful.
Yep. Snap Red Blast. Ooh, that's backbreaking. End of turn Underworld Breach goes back to the graveyard.
The Monarch's already drawn 1 card as well, so like he's still in good contention here.
Yep. Unfortunately, can't see cards in hand, but does not look like a wallet for the Search for his Counter player. I think the Search for his Counter just got disenchanted. It's kind of hard to say.
Looks like it. And slamming in with the Snapcaster for 2 damage.
Yep. Hey, it's a clock. It'll get him there. Soon the Celestial Colonnade will be able to be animated. I think we've just rolled on through.
Yeah, we get the additional card also on the...
I think this was a fetch into Gifts Ungiven into getting Mana Linked.
Yes.
Gifts Ungiven enables you to win the game in this deck if you get Underworld Breach, Savine's Reclamation, Lion's Eye Diamond, and something as your 4th card. I don't think it matters.
Yep, just smashing in with Snap and getting the extra card off the Monarch.
Yeah, it is worth noting since Ashiok stops tutor effects from working. Here we see the Colonnade animate off of the land fetched.
Might you see a trade here?
I think so. It's hard to tell. I think it was an animate Colonnade and block. Colonnade's down in the graveyard.
He still has his Colonnade.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wonder what that was then. It's hard to tell. Maybe a cycle of a Shark Typhoon in block? I can't quite see what was cast, unfortunately. Yeah, it was cycle Shark Typhoon. So Shark Typhoon cycles, and when it cycles, you can pay X and create an XX flying shark. It has this really incredible synergy with Heliod's Hall of Generosity, the land you see in play, currently just underneath. Cycle your own Shark Typhoon, make a 2/2, I believe. Great synergy. You can cycle it, create a big threat for whatever money you have laying around, and then put it back on top of Heliod's Hall of Generosity and repeat to create a bunch of really big dudes, close out games, be aggressive. This is only a 2/2 Shark, I believe. There's Shark Typhoon in hand for the player controlling Narset. They cycle and make what looks like a 3/3 Shark. I believe it's 3 a cycle. I'll just double check with the power of technology. It is actually 2 and X to cycle, so this is a 4/4.
Yeah.
Maybe even 5/5. Oh no, they're doing counterspell stuff. So we see a Narset get jammed, get red blast, get blue blasted, and that's the game. Easy money.
Quite surprising. Like, this is my first time watching the decks, so not as much commentary as I should be giving.
No, that's all right. It's both very skilled players here.
Good to see. We didn't see the breach combo actually go off there. It was more just tempo into small beats.
Yeah, plan B. Beat them up with your dudes.
Yeah, mid range. Interesting. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.